Well, let's return to that breaking news now of Daniel Andrews' shock resignation this afternoon. And joining me is Victorian Liberal MP David Davis. David, thank you for your time. Look, this provides a new opportunity for the opposition. Will you do anything differently to try claw back support ahead of the next election?
Sharri, the first thing I'd say is, look, I wish Daniel Andrews well. He can move to private life. Clearly, political life takes a big toll on families, and you've got to respect whatever the political differences, the contribution that people have made. But the facts are the facts, and this has been a situation where Daniel Andrews has left Victoria in a worse state than he found it. We've got huge debt, which has really hit the state hard. Our reputation has been damaged by the cancellation of the Commonwealth Games, the massive waste on major projects, huge waste, billions and billions of dollars. And, you know, the truth is life is much harder under Andrews now than it was in 2014. The fact is hospital waiting lists are much longer. The fact is there's been a deterioration on so many levels. Housing waiting lists, housing affordability, all of these are huge problems. And the massive debt is the legacy that he and his team leave to Victorians. It's a real problem for the state going forward. The debt is very significant, and the waste, which has been part of, been the hallmark of his government. Building a lot of projects, for sure. They're all late, and they're almost all massively, massively over budget.
Look,
and this is due to incompetence.
Look, given his unpopular and tough handling of the state during the pandemic, you know, given the ballooning debt and all the other scandals that happened time and time again, why do you think voters kept supporting him?
Well, you're right about the pandemic. It was the longest lockdown in the world here, and massive death toll compared to other states, and the damage to small business was profound. Look, I think he's a very good media performer. He's a very good spin person, if you will. He's poured massive amounts of public money into the presentation of his case online and elsewhere. There's no doubt that that's all true. But the underlying thing, the facts are the facts. You know, he's going to leave the state in a much worse position. Massive debt. And, you know, Victoria's debt will be as big as Tasmania, New South Wales and Queensland combined,
Do you think,
pushing towards 200 billion.
Yeah, 171 billion by 2027. Do you think he should be forced to front an inquiry into his handling of the COVID lockdowns and examine the decisions that he made?
Well, I actually do, and our policy at the last election was a Royal Commission. The Royal Commission that has been off, or the inquiry, the sort of toothless, weak inquiry that's been offered by the Prime Minister, won't get to the issue with many of the states. The states could offer the letters patent that are required to enable the federal inquiry to be properly upgraded. It could be a proper Royal Commission and could get to the bottom and force the bureaucrats here in Victoria, force Daniel Andrews and his ministers to answer the questions. I mean, still the pandemic plan, the preliminary versions of the pandemic plan have never been released.
Yeah.
Still the decision-making around so many of the absurd decisions, closed playgrounds, open playgrounds, ban this, ban that. Still the details of those decisions have never been made public. And he's tried to skate free on that. And Elbow is helping him on this.